Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. Remember that Valiant, that 10-ounce Valiant from 2018? Well, looks like there's another one for 2019. Let's explore. Yes, this actually came to me via email, and then I got as part of the notifications of new products, but also got a notice from Stephen Heath as well about this. But the British Royal Mint of England has released the second in Series 2019 Silver Valiant Bullion. The Royal Mint made from 999.9 silver with a weight of 10 ounces. The Silver Valiant Bullion Series celebration of St. George continues in 2019. The Silver Valiant highlighting the famous legend in Great Britain of St. George battling the dragon. The most iconic imagery signifies the miracle of St. George slaying the dragon to prevent the sacrifice of the king's daughter and rescuing the community. Witnessing the historic event, the king and the city as a whole converted to Christianity, and St. George carried the honor of a beloved hero. The St. George's bravery and courage obtained him to the title patron saint of Britain, and the legend endured for generations. And here we see the design here. The obverse, designed by Etienne Milner, depicts the iconic symbolism of St. George, the patron saint of England, battling the dragon, the coin encircled by the year of mintage, and the fineness of the bullion. The technique of incuse design for the first time in the Royal Mints. An incuse design has its designs that press beneath the surface of the coin to protect the bullion from wear and tear. Well, that's interesting. It doesn't look like it's incuse to me. And they incorrectly call this the obverse. I was always under the impression that under the Commonwealth nations that the side that the Queen is on is always the obverse. Here it says the reverse of the stunning Silver Valiant is textured background starring Queen Elizabeth II. The 5th generation portrait by Jody Clark reveals the right profile of Queen Elizabeth II, captured at age 89. The coin represents the face value of 10 GB. That's 10 pounds, British pounds. And there's a plain border outside the portrait surrounding the sides of the obverse. Queen Elizabeth II wearing the classic royal diadem, diamond crown, and pieces of jewelry. It goes on to talk about the Royal Mint. But let's take a look here at the design. And I am struggling to find anywhere that's incused on here. But the rendering is a little bit soft compared to what you will get. I do kind of like the how they did they separated out design with so you can read the text here, because on the prior version, it's kind of hard to read the text, 10 ounce fine silver 999. But I did like that the gouache did go to the edge like that. There probably could have been better ways to do the font, and maybe have made this along the edge here like this, and put it down here, put the year smaller, and put this text bigger down here and around this edge here. But nonetheless, going back to this design here, does look good. I kind of like how the dragon reaches across, but I'm struggling to find the incused portions of the design. And I don't know that this will work very well as an incused design, although you can see hints here of multiple levels of frosting that could occur on this with the horse. But there it is. It's 10 ounces of fine silver, 999.9, 2019. I'm not sure that I'm a buyer of this, because I kind of like the consistency. And also, if you see here that the gouache is straight, just patterned dots, as opposed to this where it kind of swirled around in a way. I kind of like that better, which kind of was the same situation we saw on the obverse of this, the kind of that swirly pattern there. And I think that's more, the 2018 version, I think, was more consistent in that way. My only complaint was how the text was on it. the 10 ounces here we see here, how that was handled. But nonetheless, is this going to be a continual series? I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. If it will be a series that will continue every year in just a 10-ounce size. I think some of us were kind of hoping that we'd do a smaller size for these. But, you know, if it is, then are you a collector of it? Or are you just getting the years you like? Will they change the design? This essentially is the same design, just how they did the text here, the fonts and everything, and with a smooth background and then a texture background on the center circle here is the only difference. Post your thoughts below. Interesting indeed. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to y'all for watching and encourage you to please rate, comment, and subscribe.